Baitballs. Baitballs attract all types of predators, from the birds above to the pelagics below. You never know what you're going to see. As beautiful as it is, we're here for a reason. Yellowfin tuna.
Welcome to Julie Higgs Spearfishing and welcome to Costa Rica. In this episode, we're targeting big fish. I have been here several times and I've shot the biggest fish in my life here. We are targeting big yellowfin tuna. We're loading up the boats now, so we'll see you out there. The tractor just pushed us off the beach. We watch the waves come down the beach. The waves come in sets. So as soon as the waves finish coming, it's nice and flat between the sets. The tractor gives a good push. Michael gets us into about knee-deep water and we put the motor down and get out before the next set of waves come through.
On this trip, I have my friends Derek and Malong. The goal is to put both of them on their first yellowfin tuna.
It's beautiful day.
There's something splashing over there.
Oh yeah.
That's sailboat.
We go looking. No, maybe dolphins. Maybe it's right here. I don't sell birds, but you know, sometimes the birds is around.
There are dolphins everywhere here. But Michael says we don't chase the dolphin unless there's birds.
Yeah, because it's only when birds and tunas is little hard because the tuna gets spooky and move fast. You need a dolphin because the dolphins make balls, tunas, and baitballs and get easy.
So this is our blue water setup. This is what we're going to be using to shoot big yellowfin tuna. This is a higher powered gun. We got 3 bands on it and a slip tip. The way this slip tip works, it sits on there kind of loose and it gets held in these bands. When it goes into the fish, it toggles into the meat. That is the best tip you can use for tuna. When you shoot, the shaft, the shooting line is connected to this float line, which is connected to the float, all leave the gun. So when I shoot, I keep the gun in my hand and everything else is connected to the float. This float is a 3-atmosphere float. So the tuna can bring this 99 feet down and the float won't compress. If you get a cheaper float and the tuna brings it down, that compresses and it's possible you could lose all of your gear. So it's really important to have a good float. It's a good, hard 3-atmosphere float.
As we head out, we get ready. Michael had received some reports that there were baitballs in the area yesterday. We're constantly looking for birds, dolphin, other boats. Michael is monitoring the radio, hoping to get another report. It's not long before the first report comes in.
Sí, ayer también estaban por ahí los pintos ahí.
The guides in this area help each other out. Everybody goes out in the morning, they search. Whoever finds the fish first, they let the other boats know. We make our way over to the reported location. We're immediately greeted by dolphin. We soon see the birds and start to get very excited. Michael has told us stories about baitballs and how productive they can be. Michael looked at the dolphin and he said, "These are spotted dolphin. Those carried the biggest size yellowfin." Michael told us to wait. He said it's not safe with all the other boats fishing. He asked us to wait so he could get permission from the other boats.
All right, guys, we just came across a bait ball, but there are 2 other boats on it, so we're trying to be polite and not run right through their lines and stuff, but we're waiting our turn to get a shot at these fish.
The other boats quickly hooked up with big tuna and drifted away from the bait ball. Now it's our turn. From the boat, it was absolutely insane. Birds, dolphin, tuna, all feeding on this massive bait fall. I was so excited. I just knew as soon as I got in, it would be non-stop action. The three of us slipped in quietly and swam over to the school of little red fish. We dove on the school, but were a bit disappointed. The action had stopped. We took turns diving deep. Michael said he was marking the tuna at 70 feet. We saw lots of dolphin, mostly spotted dolphin. The big tuna followed the spotted dolphin, so every time a new pod came through, I would get so excited. The water sparkled with scales. We just missed these fish. We stayed with the bait and waited patiently. We had some visitors. We had seen manta ray and sailfish jumping, so when they showed up to feed, we were not at all surprised. We had some encounters with some sharks, but what we really weren't expecting was this. This minke whale came at us so fast. I think we scared each other. Another pod of dolphin come in, and right behind them, finally, the yellowfin tuna.
The water is shimmering with scales from the tuna's last feeding.
Reputation isn't given, it's earned. At COA, we have spent over a decade building this reputation by pushing the limits of quality and innovation to give you the very best underwater cleaning. So by all means, check our track record.
Milan takes a quick dive. The fish seem to know how to stay right out of range. She hovers for a bit, hoping that the tuna will be distracted feeding and come into range. Milan takes a few dives but can't get close enough. These fish move fast. I take a dive. My first thought was to hold out. Hold out for a big one. but they were all moving so fast. I then decided to take a shot on whatever tuna gets close enough. Lucky for me, they were all good size. I shot low and the fish took off over my right shoulder. I worked the tuna to the surface using my fighting float as leverage. I tell everyone, all big fish get a second shot. This helps secure the fish safer and faster. Trying to grab onto a fish over 100 pounds in the water can be very dangerous. I dispatch the fish, bleed it, and hand it to the boat. Pressure is off. Time to do it again. Milan had made several dives, but was unable to get close enough. These fish are moving so fast and seem to stay just out of range. And just like that, the tuna were gone. We put too much pressure on them, and they pushed deep. So Michael put us on a bait ball. It was a pretty crazy experience. We got to see lots of tuna feeding, a ton of dolphin feeding, manta ray. We're taking a little break because the tuna went down deep. We're hoping if we take the pressure off, they'll come back up. Michael's getting ready to throw the plug while we take our break. And then we'll get back in.
The tuna are feeding at the surface. Milan quickly dives under the bait ball and waits. She sees an opportunity and takes a quick shot. She misses.
Then she takes another dive. The fish are frenzied up. She gets her fish. All big fish get a second shot. When putting a second shot in a big fish, there are different ways you can go about it. You can try to hit it in the brain and kill it immediately. You can try to hit it so that it will bleed out. Or, if you're afraid of losing the fish, you can take a shot that you know will hold. Once you get that second shot in the fish, you have confidence that you will land that fish.
We just got Milan on her first yellowfin. And I just ripped out of a pretty good one, bigger than the one yesterday. This bait ball is just incredible.
Yeah, that's what I say is because we get pressure on the water, the fish get deep. Maybe we lost the pressure, the fish coming up, and we have more chance.
Yep. No, I'm fine with giving them a break.
Okay, we take a break, eat something. Maybe we're going to catch one.
Yeah.
After seeing what we've seen today, it's hard to take a break. We finally get back in the water. It's Derek's turn. Derek is an experienced spearfisherman, but he has not yet shot a yellowfin tuna. Out of all of us, he has the deepest dives and the longest breath hold. We were confident he was going to get a good one. He lines up on this nice yellowfin and gets a great holding shot. Derek fights the tuna with the float. I prepare to put the second shot in this fish. It takes a while for me to get a good shot, but finally the tuna turns and I am able to get that gill shot that really bleeds the fish out. This makes for better tasting meat. When Derek gets the fish close to the surface, it is still very lively. This can be extremely dangerous. There are shafts sticking out of the fish, lines everywhere, and a powerful fish that could easily pull any one of us down.
No.
160.
Ah!
It's getting close to the end of the day, and all of us have got nice fish. At this point, it's fair game. Whoever sees a good fish gets to shoot it. I see a fish right away, right under the surface. I take a shot right behind the gill plate. I know it's a good holding shot. The water is crystal clear and I'm able to watch my float go past 100 feet and start to crush. I've seen this before. I know I have a good float. It'll pop back up soon. Sure enough, about 10 minutes later, we find my float.
I got one!
I get back in the water and I ask for a second float. This fighting float makes things just a little bit safer. That way I can work my way down the float line without putting a bunch of line around me in case the fish makes another run. It's a long fight. I take my time because I know I have a really good shot. And after watching that float go down for so long, I'm pretty sure my tip won't go out. I go down and I try my best to hit the fish in the brain. I then pull my shaft out so that the fish doesn't have something sharp to hit me with. I try to bring the fish to the surface, but I have to kick so hard. Tuna are extremely negatively buoyant. I bring the fish over to the boat and let them pull it in.
So I thought that I had a really good shot on this fish, and apparently the slip tip was right under the skin. This fish took the buoy under for what felt like forever, but was probably 10 minutes. It eventually popped up, and I had so much confidence in my good shot that I took my time bringing the fish up and had Derek film me while I put my own second shot in. Had I known that this tip was right under the skin, I probably would have put the second shot in. I probably would have let Derek put the second shot in right away. But regardless, we were very lucky to land this fish. Didn't hurt him very badly, so it was a long fight. And yeah, I still am a little disbelief that this tip held in there. I guess it's in there pretty. This is hard skin. It's right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane, and just standing it up, it's taller than me. I can't even believe it. So people ask me all the time, what is the biggest fish you've ever shot? And I think this is it, 182 pounds.
On our next episode, Michael takes us to his favorite wreck full of monsters. And we get more than just these snapper. See you next time on Julie Higgs Spearfishing.
Asimuk is proud to partner with world spearfishing champion and world record holder Julie Higgs.
Since taking Asimuk, I've noticed a significant improvement in my endurance underwater. My oxygen utilization has improved, allowing me to stay submerged longer without feeling fatigued. It acts as an antioxidant, helping to protect lung tissue from oxidized stress caused by prolonged breath holding and repetitive diving, thus supporting overall respiratory health and recovery.